It's the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. That one clips the outside corner, and we're underway. Just missed. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that one fouled off. Left field. Gurriel sizes this one up. 1 away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. And now 2-1.
1 strike.
There's a strike. One out, base is empty. That one just misses, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him swinging.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Pete Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in the desert, and today on the hill, David Peterson. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch, he's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Corbin Carroll, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. One up, one down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Josh Naylor.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
To third, and foul ball. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Missing inside. Next offering is fouled back. Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is that. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Here's Starling Marte. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
No strike.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his third of the game. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 5 on the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Francisco Alvarez stands in now and watches strike 1. Alvarez hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the second. Here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Down and away for ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death with 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's Garrett Hampson. And a bunt towards third. Bare hands it. Tough play. And he beats it. He's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. To the left side, but it is well foul.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Step off, throw to first. Dives back, and he's out.
So much for their first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
There's a strike. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. In the air, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And that will end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Foul ball there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tap foul at the plate. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Fastball is outside.
Ball, that's high.
That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Back here in the desert as we go to the last of the third. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. A changeup missing, and it's 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Gurriel gets a piece. And it chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Alec Thomas in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
That's through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up. Vientos under this one. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Geraldo.
And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field.
The batter, number 7.
This is Corbin Carroll. Grounded out his first time up.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And a swing and a miss.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Juan Soto. Misses inside. Ball one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Gurriel handles the chance. 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one's upstairs. Ball one. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That one felt good. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. That misses.
Nope, that's a
ball one. That's out to center field. Thomas makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
2 down, base is empty.
Nimmo.
Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's in there. Strike one. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chase Field, bottom 4, Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Ketel Marte.
That one
Counts
way
1-0.
inside.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Next offering upstairs.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Line drive. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Pavin Smith.
So digging in, Pavin Smith. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jump. Naylor.
Man at first with one gone. And now it's Josh Naylor. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's a little bit high.
1-1.
Smith, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, one out. Garrett Hampson stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Pitch misses. 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that is out of play. Breaking ball misses down and away. Battling here as he fouls it away. The other way, down the line, and it's foul. The 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
The catcher,
Well, I think that was
14,
just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one finds its way through. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Alek Thomas. 0 for 1 so far. That one hit to right. Great effort, but it gets down. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. 3-2, they take the lead. So 2 down. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fouled off. He was late. Next
Ball
offering upstairs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Pulls that one foul. That one way outside. The count now 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. And down on strikes he goes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We played 4. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Mets 2. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Gallen back to work. Vientos, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And there's one down.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Struck out swinging his first time. To the right side, Naylor. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Mets 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take. And there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Marte up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And that's in the dirt. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Smith now at the plate, 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red
Now
dot on
batting,
the
the
baseball
first
that's
baseman.
coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Chopper to second. McNeil gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for the Diamondbacks, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6, and now Tyrone Taylor. And that one fouled off. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Next offering way off the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to short, Perdomo. Slings it across. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball 1.
the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses, and that's ball 2. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Really great job of locking him up with that fastball inside, and that was set up by 2 pitches before, back-to-back off-speed away. And once you get a hitter looking out there or even leaning out towards the outer part of the plate, it's a great call to come back inside with a fastball if you can locate, and he did. I think it surprised him, and he just couldn't get a swing off.
And now it's Juan Soto. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Next one misses, and the count's even at 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Pete Alonso waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Mets 2.
Now pitching for
Back
New
now
York.
for the bottom of the 6th, and there's
Number
a new pitcher on the
34.
mound. Kodai Senga.
Kodai
Pretty tight game, so they're
Senga.
looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading
one-run
up
game.
for the
Garrett
Diamondbacks,
Hampson
the
stands
third
in
baseman,
now for the
Garrett
Diamondbacks.
Hampson.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. And takes low for ball 1. Just
Ball 2.
off the outside part of the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights it off, you'll see another. The 2-2. And there's the ball.
3-2.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one down.
The catcher number 14, Gabriel.
At the plate,
Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Genesis Cabrera, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Garrett getting cranked up as well. And it's fouled away. Check swing, hit on the ground. And a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering is outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
He goes down looking.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and
Now
the battery
back,
working
left
together.
fielder,
Catcher does a
Moreno.
nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
Two outs, base is empty. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. digs in now. Hard hit, right side. Toss to Alonso. That's the third out. Nothing doing for Arizona, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here in the desert, top of inning number 7, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Check swing, called strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Burns getting loose as well. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one inside, and it's 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Starling Marte up to hit. And the slider just misses. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That misses the zone. Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Gallen will depart. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Jalen
Diamondbacks.
Beeks gets handed the rock out
Number
of the pen.
68.
Well, the best relievers love
Jalen
the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Out towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. That's a strike with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Slapped foul. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And that's too high.
2 strikes.
With the tying run on at first, here in the top half of inning number 7.
The count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Goes down looking. Nice work from the snake pen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Mets 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Genesis Cabrera. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 92, Genesis Cabrera.
So digging in,
Leading
Alec
up
Thomas.
for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
That's in there. Strike one. Fought off foul. And that skips into there.
2 strikes.
Struck him out of the front door breaking ball.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that and completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
Geraldo Perdomo, the next to hit. Outside. And that's ball one. Up the middle. And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The batter, number 7. Designated
Now
hitter,
it's the DH, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Grounded to third. Could be 2. To second. There's 1. Over to first. Safe.
The batter, number 4.
Here's Ketel Marte. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. And that one fouled off. The 2-1. Center field. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona, but they're up 3-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Thompson.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Well, one-run game. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Ground ball nailer. Steps on first for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. High fly ball out to left field. Gurriel has it sized up, and it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Mets,
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. That misses the zone. Ball one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Leading off for the Mets.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one misses up and in. And a count 2-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Outside. And that one in the air center field. Thomas sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's the Mets lineup now. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That misses, and it's 2-0.
2 balls,
1 out,
no
bases empty. Inside.
That's inside.
And now 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
Take your base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
The first baseman.
One gone, runner at first. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. That one not close, and it's 1-0. Check swing, called strike. Gallen cites the fact that as a kid he had small hands, and that allowed him to develop his changeup. Still a really good pitch for him now as a major leaguer. Battling here as he fouls it away. Soto over at first with one away. Off the mark there. And the count is even, 2-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Gets the call, and it's 0-1.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
2 outs. And a foul ball.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. That's off the inside corner, and the count 1-2. And that one off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Mlb 24, gracias por suscribirte.
And we're back. And on the hill, David Peterson.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Corbin goes down on strikes.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Next offering is downstairs. That's
3 balls,
inside.
1 strike.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The right fielder, Pavin.
So a man at first. And now the right fielder, Pavin Smith. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup.
Taylor.
They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
And it's even up. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And they'll do it again. Marte off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Dunks one into left. And now 2 aboard.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Garrett Hampson.
First and second, 2 outs. Garrett Hampson stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo makes the catch. And that'll do it. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and they're down 2-0. Top of the second, leading off, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Gallen back to work. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's the money maker right there. Two strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with two strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Jeff McNeil stands in. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
On the ground. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And he's out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Two down, base is empty. Tyrone Taylor will hit next. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Right side, Smith brings it in, and that is that. The Mets add one to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Up the middle, McNeil throws to first in time. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Here's Gurriel. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one just misses.
2-2 count.
Ripped on a line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. That's out number two.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first, and Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly. They trail in this one 3-0. Top half of the third inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And a foul ball.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
In the air, right field, Smith. And there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Juan Soto now.
Soto.
He walked and came around to score his first time up. Soto, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one upstairs. That one down the line, and that's just foul. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. In the air, left field, down the line. Gurriel on the run. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away.
Up next to the bat, the first
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. He popped out his first time. Just missed.
1-0.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Starling Marte up to hit. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Two outs. That misses, and the count is 2-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Alonso off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and the batter now, Geraldo Perdomo. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
The batter, number 7.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Designated
Led
hitter,
off the game with a strikeout.
Carroll.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there.
Second
Smash that one through the
baseman,
infield with a knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it
Marte.
very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Ketel Marte. He reached out a walk his first time. That's down and in. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Ball to strike. Little chopper rolls foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. And that's down and away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field and makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Pavin Smith.
Now it's the right fielder, Pavin Smith. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the 3rd. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two on, 1 out. That one's
ball,
upstairs. Ball
2 strikes.
1. Next
Ball
offering
2.
misses. Now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's a little bit low. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Goes to second for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mets,
John
the
Shelby
left
with
fielder,
Chris Singleton
Brandon
and set to lead
Nimmo.
off the 4th, Brandon Nimmo. 0-1.
All ones the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Ball one there.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. It's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
And now it's Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. And a strike in there. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is inside. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Right through there for a strike. That one the other way. Takes it himself, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at Chase Field, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor.
Slider for a strike.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fair ball. Here's Garrett Hampson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
That one off the mark, and it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact.
Lindor to second, that's
He's
one.
out.
Back to first, and that is a double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there.
catcher,
No
number
margin for
14,
error. Nice double
Gabriel.
play on a fast runner up the line.
Now here is Gabriel Moreno. Grounded out his first time. And that one clips the corner. And that's in the dirt.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Save!
No, he's
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
runner at first with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Moreno, the runner at first with 2 gone. Gurriel gets a piece. Got it. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Still down 3-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Gallant back to work. Just missed. Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike. Pitch is in the dirt, and now 3 balls and a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Zach Gallen out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. On the mound now, Corbin Burns.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Man at first, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019, he threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. And there's a ball. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his 4-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter sinker guy, and the 4-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the bat.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second here, no outs. Missed inside with the curve. That one finds the zone. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be. You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So bases all loaded up. And now the DH, Juan Soto.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
There's the strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swung on, belted. Thomas going back. In the air to make the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-zip.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple. But you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a slider in there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. First and third, one down. Ground ball left side. Here's Marte for one. On the middle, they get two. So they scratch across the run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here in the desert, Alec Thomas now.
The center fielder, Alec Thomas.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball. Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Perdomo in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball one, no strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off left side.
That's ball two.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kodai Senga up and loosening in the pen. Garrett also getting ready. Thomas, the base runner at first with 1 out. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the
batter,
stretch
number
after giving up the
4.
leadoff single, back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Marte stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Move to first.
Safe. Ball.
The Diamondbacks down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. The next offering misses, and it's 3-0. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock, try to put something up on the board.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 1 left for Arizona. They're down 4-0. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. Here comes a pitch. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Thomas makes the catch, and a quick out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Burns goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That's a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching for the Mets.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kodai Senga.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Smith at the plate and takes high there. Fastball for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh.
Here's Josh Naylor. He's 2 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Action in the Mets bullpen. Ryan Stanek getting ready to go. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Now batting, the third
2 out,
baseman,
space is empty. Garrett Hampson stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That misses. Ball 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor out to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Just missed. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
That's
Ball
off the
2.
mark. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. Corbin Burns the strikeout.
The batter, number 1.
Now, Jeff
Second
McNeil.
baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That one misses, and the count is 1-1. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Next pitch way upstairs. On the ground to the left, and it kicks off the bag, and they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. popped in the air left side. Hampson settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Tap foul at the plate. McNeil off of first with 2 away. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. Grounds 1 to short. Perdomo. They get the force, and that is the inning. Mets strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Now
fastballs
batting,
in that
left fielder,
location.
Lourdes.
Hitters, especially with
Lourdes.
2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. On the ground to third, and it stays fair.
The center fielder, number 5.
Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Just missed. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the dirt. There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Man at first, 1 away. And that's through there for a strike. And now 3-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Got him looking for the K. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
The batter, number 2.
Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Perdomo.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
2.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 4-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Diamondbacks.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
32.
Brandon Fought.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Here's Juan
Leading
Soto.
off for the Mets, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Inside. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That just
Nope.
misses, and it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just misses with that one.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Rocketed out towards right center. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 3. That one fouled hard the other way. 1 down, base is empty. That clips a corner. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Jalen Beeks, the left-hander, up and throwing. Miller, the right-hander, also getting loose. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
The right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
And that's in for a strike. Missed with a changeup. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Genesis Cabrera. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once
Number
again.
92, Genesis Cabrera.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
The designated hitter.
The D-backs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening.
That's a ball. 2-0.
And he takes a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike.
Healthful.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. 1 out.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
For the Diamondbacks, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And now it's going to be Ketel Marte. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. That one's in there. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now up next for Arizona, Peyton Smith. 0 for 3 in this one.
Smith.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. He nails one out to right. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Base is empty with 2 away. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Clips the corner, strike 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Up the middle. On to first. That ends the inning. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Fought, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Fought back to work. And foul ball. That clips the corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kevin Ginkel getting loose out there. Number 67 warming up as well. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And that's outside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Smith makes the grab. 1 away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Vientos, the next to hit, takes outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top